Holy cow, 35. We had a little shot of rain and definitely thankful for it. It was enough to settle the dust, that's for sure. But we don't have any big rains in the forecast yet, so we're not going to be spreading fertilizer. But we do have a couple days of haul manure Dad's going to be doing for a neighbor actually. So we're just getting that hooked up and we're going to be doing some tillage out there. We love having our equipment in the shed out of the elements, but man, they just really shine up when they get a sprinkle on them. And then I don't have to pressure wash them. I mean, just look at that semi. It's shiny white now. We have some bull customers that are just a few miles away, about 5 miles. We're gonna load them up with 3 bulls. They're coming all the way from St. Cloud, Minnesota. I like Minnesota. You know, they get more rain than us. They got some black dirt. They got the Mall of America, which is fun to go to once every 10 years. No more than that, though. Once every 10 is plenty. Before I till this, we have one spot that we put a whole lot of bedding, and if we plant our sorghum into it, it's not going to come. It's real stanky. Yep. So Uncle Jeff called me while we were loading them bulls up, and he said we had 5 calves last night, and there's a little confusion amongst the cows on who's what. Something may have had twins, so Dad and I are going to run over there and see if we can figure something out. Are together with the mom or not. When Jeff came up on them, it was 1 cow, 2 calves. They were both small. And then when he tagged them both, assuming it was her twins, the 1 cow took the bull calf and left, and then this calf was just off by itself anyway. So we're just gonna bring it home, get it a bottle of colostrum. Was that you or the calf?
I feel like the only thing I'm gonna get out of this situation is that turd on the floor. That's my payment. Thank you. Thank you for making a deposit. The wind would blow it.
You got the whole barn to yourself. Does that taste good? Mm-hmm. You're a little less skinny now. Just showed up today, thanks to Brad over at Hankey Tractor Repair. They're at Parkston, South Dakota, so they're our local Toro dealer. Now, if you're not new and you saw last year that we had a similar unit out, and we were able to give it away thanks to Toro and Brad over at Hankey Tractor. Now this year, you know, I'm 25. I finally moved out of my parents' house, and I got my own lawn, and so this is going to help me out. Definitely looking forward to it. Got a big yard over there. What's different with this one versus the one from last year?
So this one here, basically what they did is it's mostly cosmetic stuff. They kind of took the old 2000 and they took the Titan and they kind of made one out of the two. So this will be a 2000 60-inch deck. Mm-hmm. It's going to have a Kawasaki engine on it. and it's got the MyRide, so it'll be the same kind of suspension that you had last year.
Got a big shock in the front here, and then coming around the back, there's two back here as well.
Yes,
and yeah, so that just makes a nice smooth ride. And I remember last year they got these extra wide tires, so you're not ripping up your lawn and getting good traction. Yeah, pretty excited.
Yeah, I think it's a nice mower, so should be happy.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
You bet. Thank you.
Talking with Brad, they do have a real beefy deck on here. I think it's a little bit different from last year. Most of it's pretty similar. They do have a different look. Last year it looked sweet, and this year it's even cooler. Anyway, we're excited. You know, we got a little bit of rain, so hopefully we'll be cutting some grass this year, maybe even a week or so. And we got a couple links below, one for information about this mower specifically, and one to Hankey Tractor Repair's website. If you want to give them a call, if you're looking for a mower, they got all kinds of different brands of stuff too, and different products. Let's get back to farming. That was the last of the milk replacer we had, so I'm gonna run to Storeless Station, get a 25-pound bag. Probably gonna be feeding him for a couple days. Business going on. We just got a new mechanic here, manager and mechanic, and we're pretty excited about it. We're gonna start hammering out these tires and oil changes, and he's actually a good welder. Working on trying to get him a welder so he can do some repair work. On this week's episode of How Full Can I Get the Spreader? I give it a 9 out of 10. Should have been able to go like that. See, there's that much we could have filled in yet. Little squat in these back tires. I think that's tears. Tears because it's heavy. I thought March was over. How you doing? I think she's pretty content. Someone messaged me on Instagram. They said they'd take her. Weather is too crappy. It's still a little too tacky out there to do some tillage. Like I said, Dad was gonna haul some manure, work with one of our neighbors. They have a feedlot pretty close to one of our fields, and with their spreader and our spreader, we're spreading out onto one of our fields with the manure from their feedlot. And so I'm gonna go start hauling, probably do 1 or 2 loads before Dad takes over, and then come back, bottle feed this calf before bedtime. Looks like I better get some fuel in it before we take off. I greased this whole spreader a couple weeks ago. There's about 6 inches of stuff frozen up here, so I couldn't get at these zerks for the axle. Howdy. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Little change of scenery. So, you say you want to move to South Dakota. It was sunny 5 minutes ago. Just like that, it's a nice day. This is our furthest away field. Never thought we'd get manure on it, but thanks to the help of our neighbor, we're gonna. Here we go. Little auto steer action going on. Mr. Brian is here to take over.
Well, it's not a highway, but the song of the day is kind of fitting. It's called Life is a Highway. That'll stick in your head. Life is a highway all night long. That's by Tom Cochrane. Cochrane?
What'd you say?
Cochrane.
Okay.
He's from Canada there. He's all about the Canada.
Would you like some syrup with that?
Yep. I don't know any more Canadian.
You bet.
I'm all about it, too. Okay. Song of the day.
Are you hungry? All right. Got a full belly. It's finally getting to the time we can put my wife's plants outside. Figured since I didn't get her a Valentine's Day gift this year, don't do that, men. I'd get her a nice raised garden bed built. I was thinking this was going to be a pretty cheap project because this is some old 2x12s out of that shed back there. I'll get my wife some nice fancy corner braces. Well, these will run you $44. That one just needs flipped over. Half done. That's the top. We'll get the bottom put together. Running out of battery. this first brace coming up a ways. Let me get some screws in there. And I got these thick ones that get pretty deep. Running those in. I mean, I got some different colored screws in there and make it look funky, but it should be sturdy enough. Last thing for this project, you know, my brother and I built some of these for my mom a few years back, and in the middle of this long run, the weight of the dirt really got those sides bowing out. So I put a bit of a brace there, and then we're going to drill a hole, run this through, end up being right in the middle, and there'll be a washer with a nut pulling on it. And so hopefully we'll keep those sides from bowing out, looking ugly, falling apart. And there it is. I got enough wood to make another smaller one if she wants, you know, something for flowers maybe. But we'll be getting her plants in here pretty soon. Hope she likes it and hope you enjoyed today's video. We'll see you next time. Have a good one, folks. So what do you think?
Are you gonna cut the extra off there?
No, I was thinking I was gonna mow around it for the next 20 years.
I like it.